Yo, what is up, gangs? I'm going to be doing part 2 of What If I Was in Naruto? No, what if I was an otsutsukiin? So let's just start off this what if. So the last part we left off was, I think, me beating up Kaguya or me stopping Kaguya. So now this is adult me. I know you're saying, oh, that can't be adult you because that's Jigen. There's been some time lapse, and this is the coolest guy I could find. So this is adult me. Or wait, why do I have horns? That horn. Wait, 1 second, guys. Oh yeah, never mind. I'm supposed to have that horn. So yeah, I've gotten pretty strong. Yeah. And I have gotten my Tensegon to the highest level. So let's raid the world. There's a storm where I'm at, so if you hear noise, that's it, and my cousin's cooking in the background. So yeah, let's start this off. We see oh wait, yeah, and if y'all watched the video from last night, y'all would remember this is my team. Say hello, guys. I did not find a name for this dude. I'm just gonna name him otsutsukiin. Yeah, or C. Yeah, C otsutsukiin. Or O, yeah, C. So we see as funny. We see as I am. That's starting to sound pretty wrong now that I'm saying it. We see as I'm conquering another Earth. As I walk on the Earth's surface, the Earth then starts to tremble. As we then see this warrior with 2 blades, he then rushes at me, trying to blitz me. As I then blink, I open my eyes back up as he's then pushed all the way back. As he barely starts to get up, I just flick my fingers, as then all of a sudden, he's then stabbed through the chest with a sword. No, he's then, like, chakra rods, then stab him and keep him down as he's trying to get up. No, chains didn't keep him down as he's trying to get up. As I then create a little nebula, that's what I'm going to be calling, you see this thing right here? Yeah, it's called a nebula. As I then create one, and I teleport it right over to him as it smashes into his stomach, as it then turns ginormous and explodes, leaving nothing behind. As then I fly in the air, as I rip all of the chakra and life source out of that planet, and I eat it, making me even stronger. Now, there's no chakra fruit in this planet, but it's making my ability stronger. As we then see the 2 Rinnegan in my palms, as I then fly away. As we see Momoshiki. As Momoshiki just came back from his own missions, I let go of Momoshiki, Kinshiki, and Yurashiki, because they were my friends. So no, they're not working for me anymore. But we then see a man walk up to me, as this man's name is Shashiki. As he then says, Master, I have destroyed the Earth, and I also brought back a hostage. As he then picks up the hostage is this random dude. Like this random super strong dude. As I then levitate him, he then opens his eyes and he says, "You're not gonna take my chakra, you piece of trash." As Nia Yushiki or something like that, or Niu Shashiki, his Byakugan then turns on as his fist then start to grow veins as he says, "How dare you talk to the master like that? I'm going to..." As I didn't put my hand in front of Niu Shashiki, I tell him, "Calm down." And I ask, "What is your purpose in life?" As he tells me his purpose in life is to become the strongest in his world. Sorry for the interruption. My cousin, he was being weird. If y'all don't know him, his name is Christian. As then out of nowhere, I'm gonna have to, then out of nowhere, we're gonna have to, out of this video. I'll probably see y'all later. Yep. Peace. A couple seconds later, as I look at him, and as I then put my hand atop his head, as he then starts to transform, as his body, he starts yelling out, "This is some chakra I stole from a weak earth. I don't need it, it's too pestilent." As I then tap his chest, as he then starts to cough out blood, as he then immersed with chakra, as I then grab, as his eyes then open, his skin being pale, his eyes being white, as he says, "What is this?" "It is power I've granted." You're a god, aren't you?" "I'll let you think about that." As I then walk away, as he then cries and yells in joy. You know those weird AF anime characters, right? Yeah, he's one of those. As he then walks, as we then skip. Now the Sage of the Six Paths is now fully in his prime. He has done sealed his mother, which we actually took care of that in the last part, because I told you that he did that, I think. As I then float down to Earth. No, I don't float down to Earth. I send Goshiki to go down to Earth. As Goshiki, this is by Devin Art. Yeah, you can see that, right? As Goshiki then looks at the Sage of the Six Paths, as he puts his palms out, and he says, "Master wants you dead." As the Sage of the Six Paths then turns around, only to throw a chakra rod right at Goshiki, which Goshiki easily dodges. The Sage of the Six Paths just smirks, as he knows that he has to kill Goshiki. Goshiki just tries to fly off to the Sage of the Six Paths, but then he then senses something coming towards him. As he turns around, he puts his arm out, and it's like he teleported the thing into a black hole. That's my dark release. Yeah, so I'm gonna be changing up dark release a little bit. For the Otsutsuki, they can literally create darkness, not just absorb. As he then he then blitzes me. As we then skip to Humura Otsutsuki's perspective or point of view, we then see Niu Shashiki and Mina Otsutsuki with Todo Otsutsuki, just to ensure, as they're just fighting Hamada. Yes, this is how Hamada's gonna die in this one. Yeah. As we even see Goshiki and Goshiki is fighting the Sage of the Six Paths. Someone then appears right behind the Sage of the Six Paths. Mura otsutsuki. As Muda then puts his hand where the Sage of the Six Paths is, as the Sage of the Six Paths then starts to levitate straight over to Muda. The Sage of the Six Paths, seeing that Muda is a child, takes all of Muda's attacks. Well, he absorbed all of them. As he then slams his hand right into Muda, sending Muda flying back. As Goshiki and the Sage of the Six Paths then cross hands for a bit. As Muda then starts to get up and he says, "You're gonna pay." As his foot then starts to glow a light color. As Muda then clicks over to the Sage of the Six Paths. Sage of the Six Paths dodges as it hits Goshiki right in his face. As Goshiki just yells, "Muda! Oh, you little brat!" Sorry. Yes, Muda's eyes are actually gold. Wait, no, I know what I'm gonna do. So, let's just say this was gold itself. Muda then puts his hand on the ground as a spike of gold then goes rushing at the Sage of the Six Paths. Muda then starts to float as he then engulfs his arm in pure gold as he punches at the Sage of the Six Paths. As the Sage of the Six Paths grabs his arms, he then punches Muda right in his face, and then he kicks Muda right in his chin, making Muda fly up into the sky. Muda stops himself with his gold as he then says, "Golden glider." He then puts his hand out as a bunch of gold bullets then go straight at the Sage of the Six Paths, with Goshiki about to stab a lightning oriented jutsu into the Sage of Six Paths, but he didn't use any hand signs or any jutsu like that. The Sage of Six Paths hits with his own lightning oriented jutsu as he then turns on his Sage mode, which then turns into Sage of the Six Paths. As he then puts his hand together, as Muda and Goshiki then get sealed off from this earth. Like, they just get teleported off from this earth. And they get teleported back to the moon, where they're now standing in front of me. As I ask them. This is the form I'm in right now. As I ask them, "What happened?" I don't know. All of a sudden, we were just teleported here. "So you failed to kill him?" "Yes, sir. We're sorry." "Let me see you. There's some awkward chakra." As he then tells us to turn around, and he rips off. Oh wait, that's me. And I rip off their cloaks. No pun intended. It's just their shirt. No pun intended. Really, no pedophilic. No pun intended at all. As I then put both of my hands on both of their backs. As I then force chakra into the seals, as the seals didn't explode. And that's what happened. He sealed you guys. Should we go back down? No. He's no ordinary Otsutsuki. He's a hybrid. As I then start to walk away. Let's go to the moon and see what's happening over there. As we then teleport, as I didn't teleport all of us to the moon. As I see as Homura is about to summon. No, Homura has his Tensegan eyes on. As I then tell all of my associates to move. As I then activate my Tensegan and I say, I'm still in this form. Homura Otsutsuki. Your eyes are just like mine. But mine are another level. As my eyes are white behind them, and the pupils are like blue, but the eyes are white. Or is it like the other way around? Like, the circle in my eye Yeah, I'm starting to confuse myself. The circle in my eye is blue, and my entire eye itself is white, except for the circle in my eyes. Yeah, I'm confused now. As Homura then runs at me, I then easily just deflect his attack, as I then create a chakra spike, stabbing it up Homura's chest, making Homura cough out blood. As Homura then tries to push me away, as he's then stabbed all over his body with chakra rods, as he then falls to the ground. But I am more godlier than you. As I then put my foot on his head, Homura then says, I will not let you win. As he then grabs my leg, he slugs my leg as I fall down to the ground. He then barely starts to get up. As he pulls out each chakra rod, his blood just starts dripping from his body. As we then try to help him, but Homura puts up a barrier around me and him. As a seal then appears on his hand. No, flame every chakra nature like a and it's like a Rasengan, as he then tries to stab it into my chest. My eyes then open as wide as they can be opened, as he's then pushed back. I then put my hand out forward as I then crush my hand down, and I crush every bone in his body, making him cough out even more blood, as I then start to hover up to his view, as I then grab his neck and I completely crush it, ripping his skip 10 seconds ahead, ripping his head from his body. Homura then sets on fire and dissipates, but before that happened, I took away all of his chakra, or I took his life energy, and I split it between all of my men and myself, and the 2 girls in the group, as I then eat the chakra source. As we then skip about 1,000 years later into the Narutoverse, as I then say, are you ready to conquer the world? As this is where I'm going to be ending off this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share to all of your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube, we out. Peace. Ah, crap. Can't let y'all see that. Bye. Peace.